Hi, Mary. Thank you for taking the time to talk with me today.
Hi, Diane. I'm happy to do it. I'm happy to help in any way I can.
Thank you. Yeah, we're hoping that our conversation might inspire others who are looking for something similar to come and check us out. So,
hmm
so
Great.
my first question to you is, what brought you to Radiance or attracted you to Radiance?
I think that, the first thing is the community of Radiance. It's like-minded people. We have a respect for each other. We have a respect for everybody, in the world. It's a global community, which I really, really liked. I also was attracted by the soft sell, not the hard sell. I didn't get 1,000 emails as soon as I spoke with somebody, and that really really helped me to make my decision.
Great. Thank you. How does the spiritual inclusion of Radiance support you?
It really supports me because I can be myself, and it's a safe space for me to express my spiritual ideas, beliefs, desires, where I want to go, who I want to be.
And you want to share what some of those spiritual desires, ideas are and how they are supported through Radiance?
Yeah, well, for me, I'm really connected to my own spirit. I talk to my spirit on a daily basis and, doing meditation. I do read tarot cards. So the practices of that spiritual inclination. I prefer oracle cards for that daily inspiration, that connection with myself. There's also that connection with others that are really of like mind and the mindfulness that I enjoy with everybody.
Yeah, we aim to have the spiritual component be open for whatever you come with, whatever beliefs you come with, because we
hmm
all have our own frameworks that we practice and we interact with spirit,
hmm
engage our own ideas of where, what spirit is for us and what kind of support that comes from that. And we aim at Radiance to make room for all of that. So it's nice and inclusive.
hmm
Yeah.
Yeah, I find that as well.
Yeah, and one of the things I like is that we all learn from each other according to what your spiritual uh, focus is,
hmm
and it's all welcome.
Yeah, I also find there's exploration. So, within our community, like I said, it's a safe space to talk about those things or to present those things to others, different ideas to others. And like you said, we don't all have the same ideas or beliefs, and that's that draws me into the Radiance community as well.
Yeah, and the fact that everyone is invested in their spiritual
hmm
development means that there's a depth to the community, is what I find.
hmm
There's a depth
Yeah.
to the conversation. There's a depth to the coaching with our
hmm
spiritual dimensions, bringing that in. Yeah, it's kind of woven
Yeah.
through the training.
Yeah, it's also nice to learn from others. You might be curious about something, but oh, I don't want to talk about that. With not being in a safe space, but in this space, you can talk to anybody about any of those ideas or possibilities that you can enjoy through life with that spiritual aspect.
Lovely. Yeah. So, what do you see as the benefits as a member of the Radiance community? What are the benefits for you being part of that community?
The benefits that the community offers me and the coaching, being a Radiance coach offers me, um, is that I have the freedom to coach in a manner that I um, agree with. I'm not the pushy type of person. I'm not going to direct somebody and what they think or what they say. I want others to develop their own ideas in their own life and their own recognizing their own opportunities. Having the purpose behind me, having my purpose behind me also helps me with is one of the benefits, and helps me with my clients.
And how does your purpose show up in community, would you say?
Well, I always say my purpose starts with joy and adventure. So, learning from all the different people that come to the retreats or that I see in meetings, even if it's on Zoom, I get that joy and I get filled with that joy. And, when I'm learning something new, that's adventurous for me. So, that's what my purpose starts with. So that's what I look for right away.
And you attended a retreat. Which retreat did you attend?
Excuse me. I
Take a minute
attended.
and have some water. That's okay. Yep.
Okay.
Let me
I
just ask
attend.
you
Yeah, you want to
again.
ask me again? Yeah,
Yep,
because you're
yep.
going to edit, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Mhm. So, what Radiance retreat did you attend?
I attended the 2022 retreat. It was in Detroit. And, I thought, oh boy, Detroit, that's a strange place to have a retreat, right? But it was really a great place. We all connected and we were all able to be together, in song, in spirit, in coaching, in all of the different aspects that Radiance offers. It was really a wonderful time of community and getting to know people that we haven't seen since before COVID.
Yeah,
So,
yeah,
yeah, it was really a great week.
yeah. I love the
Definitely
dancing piece of it. That
the
was really
dancing. Yeah.
fun.
Yep.
Yeah. So what was your experience there? I know you participated in various ways.
I did. Yes, I did. I always try to bring in a different perspective of different culture or spiritual aspects. And, I brought in drumming, which we have not done in the past. And then it really helps to create a spirit of togetherness when you have something sound wise that brings you down to earth and together in the room in the mindful space, for that learning.
I love the drumming. It was so soulful and it
Mhm.
really did bring us all together. It was a chance to really kind of make that music together. It was fantastic. Really loved it.
Yeah, it was, again, on my purpose, it was adventurous because I didn't know how I would provide that many drums. And I ended up with those 5-gallon buckets. And so it was, had some fun and adventure in that as well. So,
Yeah, creativity too, right? Yeah, excellent. Yeah.
hmm
So what did you learn from the retreat, would you say?
oh, I learned how important the connections that we all have are to each other. And not just in that supervision kind of realm, although that really helps. I did learn a lot about supervision that I didn't know before,
Mm,
uh, and am working on finding a supervisor for my coaching practice to make me a
oh,
better coach at this point.
nice. Okay.
But yeah, so what did I learn? I learned that the non-directive approach is definitely the approach to go. I think a lot of coaches, and I have fallen into this as well, being a new coach, of the quote unquote coach sultant role, where offer your experiences as well. And since the retreat, I have been able to erase that consultant sort of aspect of my coaching practice, because it just was a reminder and a support system and, the support of other coaches, that, being that non-directive coach is what I want to be.
Can
And
you
it's,
tell me a little bit more about how you see the non-directive coaching showing up in your own coaching practice?
I talk way less. um, which for me is, I know I talk a lot when I'm talking to you, Diane, but for me, that aspect of talking doesn't come naturally for me. So just being able to ask a question, a simple question, and allowing the client to expound on that in their own words, in their own feelings, in their own thoughts, in their own direction. Where do they want to be in life? So it's, I don't want to say it's easier, because it is difficult. It's not an easy path, because you want to jump right in there with your experience. I'm of an age, I have a lot of experience. So, yeah, I think that it's like I said, it's not easy, but it's so much more fulfilling, and so much more energy goes into each, myself and the client, I believe.
And how do you think it affects the client when you use that non-directive coaching?
Oh, they really like it. They have seen a change since the retreat in me. They have said that in my, quotes afterwards, and follow up. Um, and they are appreciative that I'm not expressing my opinions and my advice. I'm not giving my advice, which to a lot of people tend to believe that giving advice means that you're telling them what to do.
Mm.
But when somebody comes up with their own ideas and their own agendas, their own possibilities, their own results, they're much more likely to complete that
Mm.
in
Mhm.
the space between our sessions.
Yeah, they feel empowered to create their own lives with
Hmm.
what's coming out of them.
Hmm. Exactly.
Yeah, fantastic.
Exactly. Hmm.
Fantastic. What did you, speaking again of the retreat, what did you learn there as a spiritual being or a human being? What came up in that realm for you at the retreat, or just in the Radiance community in general?
Well, for me, again, I participated in, I guess I facilitated a ceremony. And for me, as a human, in my spiritual being, I am a whole person, and that includes my spiritual realm. And so calling in and talking to the spirits like I do, like I said, that I do on a daily basis, um, showing that to others, that it's okay to do that, and to really set your intention on that spiritual aspect of our lives. So that really, it opened my eyes to being able to do more of that. I want more of that. So,
What does that bring you when you do that?
oh, it brings me that joy and that adventure. Mm-hmm.
And you're living
Yeah.
on purpose when you're doing that.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
Thank you so much, Mary, for sharing your thoughts,
Oh, you're so welcome.
experiences. Is there anything else you'd like to share in this space about your experience as a student in coach training, as a coach, as a member of the community, as a facilitator of the retreat, and
Mm-hmm.
possibly a future trainer?
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
So
that's
you are,
exciting.
yes, yes. So you've been really involved in the Radiance community, and we appreciate you so much.
Mm-hmm.
I, as an instructor and a partner in Radiance, and a trainer, and a coach, we just love having you and your energy as part of it. So, anything else you want to share here before we close?
Well, I guess if you're showing this to prospective students, I just would like to share that if you at all feel uncomfortable with any of the coaching programs that you're experiencing, make sure that you are aware of what your spirit is pointing you toward. And I can, with all my heart and all my confidence and all my intentions, say that Radiance is a safe space for all of that. You can be yourself, and nobody will judge or ridicule you for anything that you want to try or be or do, or the impact that you have on others.
Lovely. Thank you, Mary.
You're welcome.